Are you tuning in? How are you tuning? I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm going to do over here. I don't know exactly what you're saying or what you want me to do. No, I don't know what that means either. No, I can hear you, but I don't know what you're saying. That's cool. All right. Well, hierarchy of things. The seemingly daunting and unrealizable task of bringing people together in equality is seen and complex, but not. There really is a desire to want to see people, I guess, suffer or pay retribution. For their sins, just it's weird. This desire to have vindication for those who cannot speak for themselves or stand for themselves. A years-long cycle at the rise point. It's so sad. It's so sad. As if I was going to move energy in every direction with an intention, I definitely feel like people are reincarnated souls, consciousness. I would just want to stop that cycle of abuse. Period. How it stops in a generational way, but doesn't it seem like that's what it do? Just stop it. We've always been told you can't just stop something. You gotta be on the inside. Maybe you can get on the inside and break something. All all I see right now is the fact that a lot of people are disgusted and their hearts hurt, and even more have actually dealt with this in their life, and they're dealing with it the best way that they can. And if just sitting without voting, without going anywhere, all you have to do is sit down quietly and think about anything that's happening that is abhorrent. I mean, truly abhorrent against. Let's start one place. Let's start at the foundation, children. If you truly believe that no child should ever be abused ever again, take some time to think about the abuses that you have experienced as a child, in whatever way that may come. And think about why it happened. And if it was actually like a disciplinary issue, how you would do it different. What would that include? Would that include violence? If so, you still got things to think about, look through. When you see a child,
the world's getting so weird right now. I feel like you should just see every turn and corner. And really, I just want to find a corner where the wind is still.
That is
pause. Create my own breath before the wind takes it away again.
I mean, I guess I see that because I'm a creative person, but when this shit comes up that people abuse children, and especially sexually, like, I want to throw up. But it hurts me, and I find it intriguing that I want to keep looking at it, because there has to be a way to combat this kind of behavior that's happening in the world. And I don't think it's by legislation or registering sex offenders. I think that if you want to know what a spiritual battle is in its most unbelievable but realistic form, this is what exists, and it breaks people. So if I could do anything, for me, I want to protect the people that I do love. But the fact that this is happening at all, I think, needs such close inspection, and it's happening to a certain degree, but it needs a spiritual support system within the fact that the acknowledgement that it exists requires consciousness to step in and give it attention on another level. So if I had the power today, right now, the totalness of my beingness that is connected to Source, is the totality of all. I would just shut it down. Shut it down. And allow people to come to their senses. Whether by good grace or by tribunal. I do feel that representation of Source in its aspects deserves the ability for a tribunal. And then in this declaration, we need good, kind, honest, not predatory people to step in to positions of care. We need people who do not want to take advantage of children for their own benefit, monetarily or sexually or whatever. We need really good people with healthy communication skills that can provide space for these souls to grow and adapt and be I don't know, man. Quality, thoughtful people. I don't even want to say people because I feel like we are more than people. We've always been more than people. We're human. Human. You are a human. Stop. Just stop it. Anyway, children are like a gateway to teaching us that, because kids are kind of weird, you know? They go through a lot of phases pretty quickly in the first couple of years. Like, think about yourself as a human, and when you start to stabilize yourself, you don't even really do that until you leave home, and that is a whole other series of transitions. You might not even be stable yet, wherever you are, however old. It's nuts. The best thing that we can do from a learning perspective is to not damage children. I'm gonna say that 99% of the damage that happens to children is unnecessary. Yes, shit happens, but there just a lot doesn't need to be happening that's happening. Carte blanche. I never quite understood why parents would stay together for the children if it was miserable and affecting the children in a miserable way. I get the term. I understand the term, stay together for the children, in an idealistic standpoint, but it makes no sense realistically if things are what would appear to be beyond repair. But then the question lies in what is beyond repair, right? And how willing or able are the parties to, I'm not going to say move past it, but work through it. Like responsible fucking adults. This is a rare, if I was Steve Irwin, I'd be like, right here in the in the suburban parts of the, no, in these suburban parts of Wyoming, or anywhere in the world, we have this very average couple who has experienced a kerfuffle, and now they're working out the logistics. What is the infraction? Does it matter? What do you want to do? And what kind of lesson or influence do you want to impart? Like, if dad's beating the shit out of mom or vice versa, it just sounds like I would not be in favor of that. Like, I'd be like, yeah, you might wanna exit that situation. If somebody refuses to wash the dishes or throw their underwear in the laundry basket, I'm not gonna support dissolution of relationship, but why am I even talking about this? It's about the children. Here's the thing. I don't know a single person who can honestly say that they didn't grow up in a modicum of dysfunction. And there are some pretty awesome people who exist because of it. Will it become boring if the world doesn't have dysfunction? No, I don't think it will be boring. I think it'll find a different level of way more awesome than what we on the lower kind of end have settled with. Like, dude, some people we all go through it. We have a bad sense of humor because people like to laugh at dark things and da-da-da-da. What does that even look like on the completely different end? I think that that's one of the things we see with children is children are very off the cuff. And, when they're coming into the world, like developing their own voice and stuff, they're completely mimicking other people in their life, but they're also like finding their own flow. And when you listen to children, that's why it's so funny. That's like why basically I think they've been harvesting them on so many levels. Their imaginations are so crazy big. This whole thing with Disney, like curing the imagination. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Dude, I went and I hung out with my little niece and nephew, and instead of watching a movie they're probably going to watch 30, 40, maybe a million times, I don't know, or could if they wanted to, we went outside and played in the yard. And there was a little bit of upset that they didn't get to watch the movie tonight. But I'm like, did you have fun? Like, wasn't this better than just going in and watching a movie and putting your brain over to probably, probably whatever. It's weird. It's weird because I grew up on the prairie reading Little House on the Prairie, and I enjoyed the books Little House on the Prairie, but I lived in a house with air conditioning, and I oftentimes would prefer to stay inside and read a book than be outside, even though I liked to be outside. The wind was not, we weren't communicating then like we do now. But now, I miss nature so much. I've spent so much of my time in nature when I became an adult that I craved it, wanted it. It felt like liberation. And these kids, they need it too. And imagination with nature is one of the most magical things in the world. Something you don't need a ritual for. You don't have to get 5 of your best friends together and make a circle and run around naked. Not at all. You don't. The language of the universe, of God, is all embedded in it. But how do people use it? How have people used it? And then what does that mean? So most of it is nefarious or with some agenda. And I understand how and why. I get it. But how personal something can be when people misuse their conversation and partnership with creation. This is where what side are you on? So you never, ever, 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 ever you don't charge for this knowledge. You don't hand it out willy-nilly either. Get it, got it, good. getting shut down, right? People misuse things. And it can happen to the best of us. The thing that we most need to realize is the people who have been fucking around with the innocence of children have fucking gone too far in every single way. And for whatever reason, generations of this have had to happen for what's about to happen. And I'm very thankful that I've not had this sort of malfeasance in my experience with my family, but I think that a bunch of families who are the people who've been kind of controlling the imaginations and directions of things, their children who are around my age are gonna flip shit. And it might be kind of a weird thing where you've never seen so many like later generations all at the same time kind of rebel against their own families in a connected kind of union that I'm not a part of and I don't know really about. So don't hold me to it. But it's going to be different because all of these people kind of were rebelling at the same time at a different time, like 20 years ago when they were in high school, junior high school, I don't know. So a different kind of rebellion now, and they may or may not have children that are somewhere between graduating themselves or just being like into the world. So intergenerational, is it conflict? I don't know. So that can or could be interesting on the level of where politics goes. That whole thing hitting it at the local level. Interesting. Yeah, that's it.
Well, we did it again together, using my past selves and you as an audience. I don't even know what this sounds like until I go listen to it later, so I just hope for the best. May your night be full of peace, wonderful dreams, and extraordinary tomorrows. In the best kind of way, because, dude, not wishing bad on you. Good night.